Whoops, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Logical Dude. We are back with another live stream here on YouTube, and we got the recording coming to you on 3speak.tv. We are a little late this morning. Sorry about that. Had some extenuating life circumstances. It just is what it is. Rocking this nomadic lifestyle sometimes, yeah, you got to find a different place to broadcast from. So, Fridays are really busy at the place that I normally broadcast from, so I had to go and find a different location. Actually, the different locations ended up not working out for me, so I had to scramble and come right back over here to the normal place, and at least by then, the people that were cutting the grass all around me were finished. So, worked out, but, hey, I'm a little late, but it's okay, It is Friday, though. It's Friday, it's November 5th. Remember the 5th of November. We're here to take back our financial freedom. That's what we're doing here on this channel on CoinLogic TV, looking logically at crypto assets. You don't know who I am? I just came in, stumbling, rambling into this live stream. It is what it is. I am your host, the Logical Dude, your favorite van life living, crypto investing digital nomad. I hope you guys are doing well today. It's like I said, it has been a slow start today. It was a rainy morning. I live in Oregon, so, hey, we're getting into that wet season. But, I slept in a little bit. It is what it is. I've been doing really good, though, this week, because I started No Excuses November, because I'm dedicated to bringing you guys live streams and videos 5 days a week here on this channel. We got live streams 3 days a week. And then 2 of those days are going to be pre-produced videos like tutorials and DApp reviews. This week, we were going over the introduction to XDAO version 2. And then yesterday's video was an overview of the Cub Finance DeFi platform on Binance Smart Chain, which is created by the Leo Finance team, who we use on the Hive blockchain to go through and curate. Really awesome posts, that kind of thing. Find some really good content to share with you guys here on coin-logic.com. If you come on the front page, you're going to see the curated posts from the Hive blockchain, and that's where we're pulling a lot of stuff from. So today we are going to be actually looking at an article from one of our favorite authors, and actually the top Hive earning author, Taskmaster 4450, talking about decentralized finance and how it's baffling to regulators. And then we're going to be talking about some of the top crypto cities that are, or some of the top cities that are trying to vie to be the crypto hubs. Well, the top crypto job hubs, trying to bring people back to some of the big cities. We're going to take a look at that. And yeah, we're going to be talking about the markets. BNB's been on a rise. So we're going to be looking at that. Let's take a look real quick. Coin-logic.com. My little crypto home here on the internet. Kind of show you the tokens, the coins and the platforms that I'm invested in and my company's invested in, that kind of thing. So we are looking at Bitcoin right now, hugging strong at that 61 level. We got to hold this strong, guys, to keep this this bullish momentum going. If we break 60,000, it's going to be, that may be the end of it. Who knows? Or it could be a nice little cool off before our next little rise up. I just take the data as it comes. We're going to look at the charts, though, in a little bit. But, man, look at Binance Coin. Binance Coin's up over like 11.4% today. So we rose up to I've seen it at 615, somewhere around there. I think it almost pumped up to 620. Let's kind of see. Yeah, no. 615. So, looking strong. Binance Coin is on a run. We got Polygon sitting at $1.90. We got Cosmos at $37.20. Then we got Stellar hanging out around 36 cents. It doesn't really move a whole lot. It's more of a transfer token for us. So the reason we have it in the CoinLogic index is because I get to use my Coinbase card. So when I do some of my spending, I use the Coinbase card. I spend USDC, and then I earn 4% back on every purchase in Stellar or XLM. So what I do with that is I move it over to my Nexo platform, which is basically my revolving crypto credit line. And I can use it to pay back loans or just use it as collateral, and keep it going. So that's really the only reason that I use Stellar. It's a cheap transfer coin like that. but I earned 4% back on those purchases. So Nexo has taken a little bit of a drop, a 4% drop today. We are back up under $3. It was up over like $3.10, I think is what it got up to. Yeah, $3.23 is what it got up to the other day. Told myself to go and cash out at least 100 of them into some Bitcoin, but didn't actually get to it at that point in time. So it is what it is. But Nexo is a strong project. It's a strong company. Go and check it out. It is a centralized platform, but it's great to be able to lend out, like your Bitcoin holdings and things like that and use it as collateral. You earn interest on it and you get low interest loans. If you stake the Nexo token, at least 10% of your portfolio amount in Nexo tokens, then you can get to their platinum level, which gets you the really good borrow and interest rates. So go and check out nexo.io. It's in the little, you can get a little QR code. That is our referral code for Nexo. So we both earn, if you go in and deposit, we both earn a little bit of crypto on that. So we'd appreciate that. But you'll see the little QR code floating around in my little support thing there. All right. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing good today. Let's get back to this real quick. I wanted to check over here. No, guys, okay. I didn't get to share this link, so hopefully people will just kind of stumble in the live stream. I'm going to probably share some links here in just a moment. But yeah, we're going to look over here, keep looking at the CoinLogic index. Basic attention token is 96 cents. We got Osmos rocking around 558. We got Hive at 82 cents. Hive had a huge pump the other day and came back down. So we rolled all the way up to $1.13 and then came back down. I was able to catch it in time and do a Hive to HBD conversion. So that was quite lovely. And then Cub Finance. So you can now track here on our site on coin-logic.com. Cub Finance is what we did the tutorial on yesterday. It is our top DeFi token platform on Binance Smart Chain. Because it is integrated with the Leo Finance team, I know they're not going to rug pull. They have a long-term view of their project, so I really like to support those guys. So it's here in our index now. All right, so let's jump right on over real quick, and we're going to go to the CoinLogic trending page where we're going to see the top 10 gainers of the top 100. We're looking at Crypto.com CRO token up 35.5% today. So if you guys are holding CRO, which I got out of that project a while back, yeah, good on you guys. It's pumping up. We got Loopring up 26.5%. We've got Adena, not sure what that is, 18%. OKB up 14.5%. Internet Computer Protocol up 14.5%. Celsius up 14.2%. Phantom's up almost 12%. Binance Coin's up 11.4%. NIM's up 11.2%. And then Wonderland token is up 9.89%. So if you're holding those tokens, good for you. You're making some money. I would personally suggest taking profits. That's just, no financial advice. Just a dude out there on the internet, talking crypto. But I would be looking at taking some profits off the table on some of this. So, because a lot of these altcoins, when you see them on one of these sides one day, you're going to see them on the other side the next day. So, we are looking at the top 10 losers of the top 100. Some of these we saw on the other side on Wednesday. So, here you go. We've got AMP with a 15.18% drop. Olympus down 10%. Sandbox is down almost 5%. The Leo token, this is from, I think, Bitfinex. This is not the Leo Finance token. Is down 4.5%. Nexo's down 4.15%. Polkadot's down 3.5%. Quant's down 3%. Decred's down 2.6%. Spell's down 1.5%. And Caitlin's down 1.5% as well. Top 10 by market cap. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Tether, Solana, Cardano, XRP, Polkadot, Dogecoin, and USDC Coin. Things are starting to look a little bit better now that Shiba has dropped out of the top 10. But it's still in the top 10 by volume. So, because we've got Tether, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Shiba Inu still running with the volume. It is at number 11, though. We've got Bitcoin Cash, Binance Dollar, XRP, Binance Coin, Solana, and Amisa Go Network rounding out the top 10 by volume. We're still rocking around that 73 on the fear and greed index for Bitcoin. The Bitcoin dominance has definitely dropped. We are at 42.83%. So altcoins are definitely moving. So if you're in some altcoins right now, we're running. I mean, we're in bull run time, guys. Pretty much. I mean, it's, rising tide raises all ships kind of thing. So whatever you're holding is eventually going to be having some pumps. So be ready to be taking profits off the table during the next month or two. That's just my personal opinion on this. That's what we're doing. Of course, I'm always doing some kind of profit taking because I've got a crypto cash flow machine going. That's what I've got going. I'm trying to build a good foundation to keep a solid cash flow machine going, to keep everything built up, all the business bills paid, all that kind of stuff. And then if we do drop into a bear market in the next couple, after the first of the year, which we're getting close to that point. There's a lot of analysts that are saying that we may top out in late December around Christmas time, or at least Bitcoin will. Altcoins may run a little bit later. But then you got the guys that are talking the super cycles. And then you got the guys that are saying that it's going to extend into quarter 2 of next year. So I don't know. All I do is I take the data as we roll. I know that I'm in crypto for the long haul, so I'm not worried about it. I feel like I'm in safe projects. I'm here for the fundamentals. I'm building a foundation right now. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm constantly kind of trying to take a little bit of profits here and there. All right, so let's jump over here in the charts real quick. Yeah, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. So we were talking about this little double bottom possible thing the other day, but Bitcoin has broken that little trend line that we were looking at. I mean, you can also always redraw, and that actually is settling at the bottom of the trend line if you draw it straight there. So what I would like to see is Bitcoin definitely take a bounce off of this level, because this level is concerning to me. And why it's concerning to me is if we break below this, we're going to come back down here all the way towards 57, which would be a good opportunity to try to scoop some up. But I really don't want it to break any lower than that, because that's going to break our upwards momentum. It's already kind of broken here on our momentum waves. We got the RSI kind of back in neutral territory pointing down. We got our VWAP pointing down, but we do have some curvature that's starting to come up. So maybe we, are just kind of in some consolidation before our next rise. So that could absolutely possibly be the scenario right now. So that's what we're looking at. We got this little short-term thing. This is on the daily time frame. We do have a sell signal that popped yesterday. So we had the sell signal that popped yesterday. And we do have some, we do have the lowering momentum. So there is that. Like I said, all coins have been on the run. Check the ETH, the BTC chart. So this is kind of a good indicator of what alts are doing against Bitcoin. Because a lot of your alts are going to run with Ethereum. But Ethereum's definitely been on a run here against Bitcoin. We're up to 735,000. No, that's 7,356,000 sats per Ethereum. Per Ethereum. But we are topping up here as far as your momentum. So if you look for your momentum, you look at this little guy here. These white lines are getting ready to close up. When that happens is when you're going to see these little sell signals pop up. We got our RSI curving down. We got the VWAP curving down. We are in the red on the money flow here, but the money flow is pushing back in. So we may be looking for either some consolidation right here at this level, or possibly even, drop down maybe to this level around 7,100, about around 7,124,000 sats, something like that. When you try to look at things priced in Bitcoin, when you were just looking at stuff priced in the dollar, sometimes it can get you a little messed up. But it's all good. It is all good. So, riding the altcoin wave, let's go take a look at Hive. Hive is honestly somewhat difficult sometimes to do TA on. I mean, you do see the falling wedges, and we do have breakouts from that. So that's what I really look for with Hive, is bottoming wedges, that kind of thing. right here we've got this little curve around. We did have this massive pump up. There's apparently a group of Hive whales that like to do, apparently, just kind of way this is going, this is looking like about every couple of weeks they're doing buy-ins, and it's pumping the price up. But I like taking advantage and doing some conversions into HBD when that happens. But we're still on a really nice little uptrend. So if we kind of go back here, back into June, is really kind of when this uptrend started. So you can see that we're on this long-term uptrend here, and it's kind of leveling out. Look at it's forming. We're forming a triangle here, basically. So this is an ascending triangle that we are forming here. If we look all the way back, now you don't really want all this blank space in between, but I mean, it's I don't know, I like it. Now I kind of, I'll cut out some of these funky little wicks that you got going on here, some of these scammy little wicks that may be going on. You want to pump it up a little bit just to kind of compensate some of the price action. Then you can move this triangle a little bit like that. And that's a lot of room to run. If you want to take like a measured move from here to here, sorry, grab the wrong thing there. You can run up here, and that's going to give us a price target of around $1.92, $1.91 for Hive if this breaks out of this this little triangle. So we'll keep this drawing available, and we'll keep a watch out after that. So that's actually not a bad little target. I'm going to redraw that real quick. So I don't know how valid of a triangle this is going to be, but I try to find some kind of patterns and trends and that kind of thing. So you can see your money flow down here on your momentum is actually, we're not really doing great on the money flow. Our VWAP's going down. We got money, Hive it's not your typical trading type of coin because it is a platform. A lot of people stake Hive and that kind of thing. So the markets, can be moved pretty easily. If you've got a decent amount of money, you could probably move the market a little bit. So we are kind of heated up here on our momentum, but we still have plenty of room to run. If it does want to take a run, it can consolidate here. I don't know. Like I said, Hive's kind of difficult to do a lot of TA with. It's, the rationale is not exactly there. At least from my technical experience. I'm definitely not an expert, but been messing around with this stuff for a while. So let's look at BNB. BNB is looking really, really juicy right now. I mean, we're on a nice little uptrend here, so on a short term, we are forming this bit of like a rising wedge here, which generally tends to break down. Which kind of coincides with what we're seeing here on our momentum and our RSI, because we are pretty hot right now. So this BNB market's pretty hot. We could consolidate here. We could come back down. If it comes back down to around 500 and something, I'm definitely scooping more up because it will probably bounce again, I'm assuming. If all the other major analysts are right, and we have not even seen really the start of this major parabolic move yet. But let's see if we can get us some little triangle action here, find us some patterns, because patterns tend to work out pretty well. Here, we'll just extend this and make this a big old triangle. Yeah, because that's a valid triangle right there. And we've broke out the upside of this triangle. We got room to come down and retest. So yeah, that's looking pretty sexy, in my personal opinion. We still got some room to run. Money flow is into BNB right now. It's a pretty safe one, being it's one of the ones in the top 10. I mean, heck, BNB's in the top 5. So, it's a pretty safe coin to be in. Yes, the Binance Smart Chain is a centralized project type of thing. There's only about 20 nodes that are running the blockchain, but it is an awesome solution for the stupid high gas fees that Ethereum, that any Ethereum transaction has. So Binance Smart Chain, you can do DeFi, NFTs, you can trade, you can do all that kind of stuff and spend pennies for gas. I've spent like the most has been like $1 for gas fees. That's coming out of like a complicated contract. So that's where I'm doing a lot of my DeFi is on Binance Smart Chain, and with Polygon's Polycub, which is Cub Finance's new Polygon DeFi platform that's coming out. I'm going to extend into that side of things a little bit, and we're going to see where that goes. So let's talk about real quick. That leads us right into this article from Taskmaster 4450, who will be marked as a beneficiary on this Hive post when we post the replay to 3Speak. So decentralized finance, or DeFi, is baffling to regulators. The long-term proponents of cryptocurrency and the push towards decentralization understand what power and technology wields. It is something that is often discussed, bringing to light the potential disruption. Of course, those who are on the other side of the equation are not very impressed by it. Their world is about to be forever altered, and fact that does not sit well with them. It's not, man. These regulators, these old cronies, the old system is getting ready to just completely flip on its head. We're about to take it over. They just don't know what's going on yet. And all this crazy push is just their way of holding on to what they've got. So we see this across the board, though. Over the years, the FUD that has come out of individuals and industries that face massive disruption due to this shift was enormous. However, over time, the battle they waged was proven fruitless. Cryptocurrency is not going away. We are here to stay, baby. In fact, it is expanding, growing, and getting stronger all the time, every day. Like, I can't even keep up with what's going on in these markets. Like, I got a small portfolio right now. I had to just condense and focus on the projects that I was building and the ones that I was already invested in. Because you can go down this rabbit hole and go forever. And yeah, I had to really kind of focus in on the projects that I'm really working with right now. There's so much going on. So this means that what is in motion now will have orders of magnitude more impact down the road. It simply is how technology works. Once started, the effect does not decline, at least not during the growth phase, until something else, usually another technological advancement, replaces it. So we see a version of Pac-Man gobbling up whatever's in the way. That's exactly what's going on. And yeah, and I said this on the Cryptonomics Podcast, which is Taskmaster's podcast with John Olson from the CTP group. So I was on there a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, hey, if somebody came up with a Pac-Man game where you're eating little bits of crypto instead of just little dots, you can actually get paid to play kind of thing. Somebody came up with something like that, oh man, dude, you'd lose me. Either that or like I need to check out this Super Crypto Kart game too. I still haven't had a chance to check that out. Might check it out for Sunday Fun Day, but this Sunday Fun Day that's coming up on the Logical Dude channel is going to be all about Splinterlands. So, anyway, back to this, because I got sidetracked. We know finance is a huge industry. It is at the core of all we do. What cryptocurrency did was create competition for the existing monetary structure. Government control was suddenly thought in this area. Naturally, as development continued, we saw the evolution of things. Not only was the monetary system undergoing massive change, but so was the financial arena. Suddenly, it had to deal with decentralized finance, or DeFi. As we can see from DeFi Lemma, the total value locked in DeFi is now over $250 billion. This is a number that is likely to top $2 trillion in 2023. I mean, that's where most of my money's in right now, is in DeFi. I mean, it's honestly one of the best investments in the world right now. Yes, super risky, But man, the yields are awesome. So I'm very happy. Honestly, these for what? All right, so let's compare. This is just me, and we'll get back to this article. I have compared crypto investments with real estate, okay? And for the amount of money that I would have used for like a down payment, I have put that into DeFi, and I have made probably 3 or 4 times the amount of money that I would on the rent of a house, renting it to somebody. And I don't have to deal with people. So I've made, so yeah, no, sorry. Crypto is a way better investment right now than real estate. Now, of course, real estate, you've got all the little tax advantages and that kind of thing. But if you know how to play your cards right and you use platforms like Nexo to where you're actually taking loans against your crypto instead of, spending it, yeah, that can change your game. But that'll be for a different video. Anyway, back to this. None of this is positive news to regulators. While the system is still leaning in their favor, it is a situation where they are quickly losing control. The challenge for them is the word decentralized. It is not an environment that they are accustomed to operating within. In fact, we can make a case that it is completely foreign while being one that they cannot excel within. So, yeah, decentralized finance is looking to end the utility of banks along with their financial instruments. The new arena provides better returns, lower fees, and round-the-clock access. This makes savings accounts, CDs, and other types of accounts completely obsolete. It is also, if done properly, outside the realm of regulators. Here we see people like SEC Chair Gensler. I just want to slap that guy every time I see him on a thing. Like, he's got that face. I just want to, bitch slap. Sorry. But anyway, so he has already called DeFi the Wild Wild West, which it is. This caused him to promote the idea that middlemen needed to be instilled. No, sorry. That's not what it's about. In other words, Gensler wants someone to be held responsible. Of course, this is going to counter the idea of decentralization in the first place. The entire concept is to eliminate the gatekeepers, something our present financial system is completely littered with. So, guys, we're at the early stages, we're at the beginnings, but we're already winning the war. They are flailing. They're throwing everything that they possibly can. And you can see it's just, all these regulators filled with nothing but like old people that do not understand the technology. They're trying to hold on to what they've built and what they have control over. And that's what they're trying to do. So just stay patient, guys, and just keep going with it. We're going to win this battle. People are going to take back their financial freedom, which leads to basically saving the world. So we just have to learn how to work with each other on it, because what you have to think about is that, all this tribalism that we have going on in crypto, like if you go and look at crypto Twitter, I mean, that's just a crap hole. But all this tribalism that's going on is fruitless. Like, it's not this guy versus this guy versus this guy. It is all of us versus those guys. Remember that. It's all of us versus them. Period. That just is what it is. Anyway, getting back to Task's article here. The battle is over. Here we see an idea that is very presumptuous. However, in the keeping and ongoing technological trends, governments have failed to adequately control the financial sector for a simple reason. The minds of the regulators simply cannot compete with those on Wall Street. When it comes to financial matters, the latter are geniuses. Another factor is the way that the system operates. The regulators openly put out the rules. This determines where the road is. What Wall Street does is take this and build around it. Whatever the regulators say, laws are passed, they come up with new things that are not covered. It also doesn't hurt that bankers are also very willing to bend the laws that are in place, usually receiving a slap on the wrist for their actions. JP Morgan, cocaine, distribution. So, yeah, there you go. So therefore, this concept is nothing new. The difference is that instead of Wall Street, it is the DeFi developers who will be doing the road building. We know that there's a lot of bright minds involved in crypto. This provides the resources to code around what the regulators implement. So by utilizing decentralized technology, it is easy to create a venue in which makes regulation impotent. Gensler's idea of reigning in the Wild Wild West is a pipe dream. Nevertheless, we should expect them to go hard after this entire sector. They are not about to sit back and watch it evolve. The challenge is that the actions will only cause their demise. Heavy-handed regulation will create an environment where the build-around concept takes hold. Developers all over the world will get to work creating protocols and applications that fall outside the reach of any regulator. As we stated many times, government, as constructed, is simply not designed to excel in the digital realm, period. Really, think about it. And like he says, as for this reason, the battle's over. It's already over. Because if you think about it, decentralized autonomous organizations, done. We just got to figure out how to make them so simple that everybody can use them to vote for things to happen, and that kind of thing. So DAOs are going to take over everything. Like politicians, like down in Miami, they're trying to create their little DAO structures for the city of Miami. They don't realize that they are making themselves obsolete by doing this. I love DAOs. I love DeFi. All right. So he goes on to say that the sector is merging. So the biggest challenge for anyone who is trying to control what is taking place is that we never witness anything like this. What we are referring to is the fact that a massive blend of industries is about to happen. Regulators like things in their place. They put different industries in categories. It is obvious that the financial world is its own entity, something that a number of government agencies monitor. That is starting to end. Presently, we use the term DeFi as an alternative for decentralized finance model. This is only a temporary situation. Down the road, DeFi will not be a separate entity. The reason for this is DeFi will penetrate everything. We're already starting to see it. We're not going to see a separation. It will be in gaming and social media. All online interactions will have this component to them. Communities will be economies since there will be tokenization. Fungible and non-fungible tokens, like NFTs, will be mechanisms throughout the entire virtual world. Transacting will take place at a local level without the need for centralized entities such as exchanges. Also, every component in terms of business structure can be decentralized if desired. Again, DAOs, using xDAO.app. So, it's likely that nothing will be established in a centralized manner. The risk simply will be too great. At this time, we will get to a point where something will not be trusted unless it is decentralized. Centralized entities are going to have a stigma attached to them. This is great. This is a great probability that regulators and other controlling entities add to this while hastening the transition. Ironic that the more they try and control decentralized finance, the more incentive they provide to develop something that just eats up the entire system. I love how he says that because that's exactly how I feel. We're going to swallow this system whole. They just don't know it yet. Or they do know it and they're just fighting his tooth and nail right now. So go check out Taskmaster 4450 on the Hive blockchain, namely on leofinance.io. He writes some amazing articles, one of my favorite authors on the blockchain. He actually is the top earner on the Hive blockchain, and you see why. He writes some really great articles. So moving along, we are going to be talking about the cities that are trying to vie to be the top crypto hubs. So New York, San Francisco, and Los Angeles are the new crypto job centers, according to decrypt.co. Crypto firms have yet to settle on a single hub, with jobs spread between a number of U.S. cities, according to a LinkedIn study. So New York, San Francisco, and Los Angeles are the leading centers for crypto jobs in the U.S. according to a study conducted by LinkedIn. Now, that is a current thing. That was, probably old data. With Miami and with Texas and everything sprouting out, I don't know. But let's continue. The study found that the crypto industry has yet to adopt a single hub, with the 3 cities taking the lion's share of crypto hires in 2021, followed by Miami and Chicago. Remaining 53% of crypto jobs in the study were dispersed throughout the country in mid-sized cities such as Austin, Salt Lake City, and Portland. Okay. Interesting, they got a bunch of stuff going on in Portland. I am about 2 hours from Portland, and you can keep that city. I don't want nothing to do with it. Although the absolute number of crypto jobs in these cities is relatively small on a per capita basis, 2 or more people were hired for crypto jobs in 2021 for every 100,000 LinkedIn members in Austin, Denver, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Salt Lake City. The study focused on crypto-specific roles such as blockchain engineers because it focused on keywords such as crypto, blockchain, and Bitcoin. It doesn't take account non-specialized hires at crypto companies such as human resources employees. So it's really just, so the data from this was kind of skewed. It was just really based on developers. So, yeah, there can be a lot of different, you can hire developers here, but, like I got a company in Eugene, Oregon, to where I can hire people all over the world, so, datas are skewed for these articles. If you're trying to move back to LA, or if you live in LA, New York, you know what? Yeah, they're not great hubs right now. Sorry. I don't, especially San Francisco. San Francisco's covered with poop. Who would want to live there? So I think this is really just kind of an article that is, really just trying to push these cities and trying to get people to come back to these cities. So the study comes at a time when the U.S. politicians are making efforts to lure crypto businesses to their municipalities. That's what it all is. The new New York mayor-elect, Eric Adams, has been open about his desire to make the city into the center of Bitcoins. Which, yeah, when I heard him say that, I just kind of like, made me cringe. He's just, he's playing on words here. He's just trying to play on buzzwords. So vowing to take his first 3 paychecks in the cryptocurrency. But hey, he takes it, he's speaking it. And his counterpart in Miami, Francis Suarez, is aiming to make his city a crypto capital, hiring a CTO to oversee a blockchain push and working on a resolution to bring Bitcoin to Miami's balance sheet. He actually just took his paycheck in Bitcoin too, so he was the first U.S. politician to do that. The U.S. has also become the world's largest Bitcoin mining market in the wake of China's crackdown on the cryptocurrency, with miners flocking to the U.S. states such as Texas. The state senator, Ted Cruz, has talked up Texas's abundant energy resources as an opportunity for Bitcoin miners. I will say this. I am personally looking at Texas and southwestern New Mexico, or southeastern New Mexico, in the future for some possible, just out in the middle of nowhere kind of land that I can set up a solar and wind mining, Bitcoin mining farm. Maybe in the future, the CoinLogic investment club, that could be something that as a whole we can invest in. My daughter's looking at going to college down in Texas. So who knows? I may end up back in that direction. So, but yeah, I definitely know that's an industry that I'm looking to get into with, the CoinLogic capital kind of thing. So we'll see where that goes in the future. That's going to take a lot of money to get set up, though. I also have some property in Alabama as a family property, but that's whole dealing with family on things. So that's a conversation that I'm working up. I'm working up a proposal for my family on that one. So, but yeah, we'll see. I'd rather try to do it on my own, or do it as an investment club kind of thing. And we together we buy some land in Texas or something and start building a solar and wind power mining farm. I would love to do that. That's my dream. So, yeah. That's what's going on, man. So yeah, New York, San Francisco, and Los Angeles, the biggest crap hole cities in the country right now, are trying to make themselves viable again by shouting out that they want to be the crypto hubs. But you know what? I think it's going to be Miami, probably Austin, stuff like that. if you're still in those big cities, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, it's like, I don't know why. Because the people that I do know that did live in those three cities no longer live in those three cities. Well, actually, I do know somebody that still lives in San Francisco, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is. If you like, dodging poop on the sidewalk as you're walking, because hey, I've been there. It's gross. So anyway, me, I like the smaller cities. I'm done with big cities. I'm in probably the biggest city that I want to live in, and it is a really small one, and I like that. So, because I want to be able to dip out and go in the woods if I want to. So, hey, you know what? You got to live life on your terms, and that's really what this is all about. For me, cryptocurrency is freedom. Van life, nomadic living is freedom, So, if they were to try to come after me for anything, good luck trying to find me, because if I know you're after me, I'm out. You ain't gonna find me. That was part of my cross-country trip this year. It was finding spots that you can disappear in, and trust me, there's vast amounts of land that you can disappear in this country. So, the dude's got a plan. Couple of years down, my daughter's a junior in high school, and she's graduated. Things are going to change for me. So, I'm just trying to stack up, get everything cleared out, and by that time, be 100% earning in crypto. I am getting to that point. We're getting there thanks to DeFi. And we're going to be creating some DAOs, and I got some NFT plans, and trying to just, get into this industry as much as humanly possible and try to help humanity. That's what I feel like my calling is and this is the direction that I feel like I need to go. So sharing this love, sharing this knowledge with you guys is what I want to do. So that's it. Well, guys, that's going to be it for the week. I hope you guys had a great week. Be careful over the weekend. You guys know trading over the weekends can be quite rough, so don't get wrecked. Watch out for yourselves. Risk management is a huge thing, so don't risk more than you're able to lose. But hey, take profits and enjoy the gains, man, because we're in it to win it. Like Taskmaster said, the battle's already over. They just don't know it yet. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday here on CoinLogic TV. Over the weekend, you'll be able to catch me on the Logical Dude channel, so go check that out. I will actually throw that up real quick just so you can, So if you go to... come down here to our featured channels here on CoinLogic TV on YouTube, and you'll be able to come over to the Logical Dude channel, where I talk about just all kind of different stuff. Gonna have a Sunday Fun Day episode where I'm gonna be playing some Splinterlands on Sunday. Tomorrow is gonna be Van Life Diaries, where I am talking about my rockstar van life, nomadic lifestyle, kind of the things that I do and how I've gotten my journey set up. I have been 2 years on this lifestyle and absolutely love it. Probably don't see myself buying a house or anything, because why? I'd rather set up and buy land, set up solar mining farms, and then just bounce in between those. So that's what I would want to do. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Come follow me. I've also got CoinLogic TV, which I'm going to be doing a podcast on tomorrow night called Groovecast, where I've got some some cool grooves I'm going to be playing for you. So come and check that out. Y'all have a great one. Be cool. Be real. Always abide.